Hello, everyone, and thank you for allowing me the time to present to you my final professional portfolio and just taking the time to showcase, these past 7 weeks and what all have I been up doing to apply and put together and piece together my career portfolio. So here we are. So you have my homepage, and this picture here in particular, I'd like to highlight. Here I am. This was when I completed my MBA. So my first master's when I was in Rome, Italy. I was in the Vatican City. So the Vatican was about 10 minutes across the street from campus. So you could walk to church and back. But really want to highlight, these were some of my best friends, and still to this day we stay in touch. So definitely a shout out to RCI, Rome City Institute. And then from here I have this read me, and if you click on it, it will redirect you to my career resume. And from there, I liked to kind of establish my own personality, of course, through my portfolio. So I wanted to start by an engaging question. So ask yourself. From there, the viewer of my portfolio will simply have an engaging thought. Starts with a sport thought. So who is your greatest athlete that comes to mind for your favorite sport? Male, female, or what do they identify, when it comes to their gender? From there, it just draws the conversation. So where I like to highlight and bring in thought, it brings for food for thought. So that's really what I had envisioned on my portfolio, is a lot of engaging thought. I want the viewer, I want the individual who is experiencing my page to be thought provoked. Okay, so from here, when you hover over the home page, and then from there, we'll go to my resume page. And then, of course, another highlight of me, with my focus here being that academic advisor, student success coach, student athlete success coach in this case. And I'll have a little bit about me. And then when you keep scrolling, you'll come to my resume. When you click on it, it will redirect you to my resume, where you can find the different occupations that I acquired. And if you keep scrolling, it also invites the viewer to go here, and if you hover, it will redirect you to Instagram and Facebook, where both my more active social media links. So if you want to take more of a social media take with me and be more engaged in that, I have provided that option for the viewer. Of course, if you scroll back up here, and then you hover over that resume, you'll get to my video resume. And I did go ahead and change that. So thought-provoking salve, if you're not familiar with the Italian language, salve is hello in Italian. From there, you keep scrolling down and you'll be able to click and view
Stephanie M. Lewis, and I'd like to take a moment.
My video resume, of course, addressing with the viewer and potential employers, more of a active, creative presentation to display myself. And there, we'll go to that next tab there, and it'll be my learning philosophy. So my learning philosophy is also my coaching philosophy. So for my coaching philosophy, this tab here gives you, as the viewer, a redirect option to view some of the different drills that I have created to give, again, more of that engaging, thought-provoking, active viewer participation of my portfolio. If you scroll down here, then you'll get to my beliefs, or that tab to go to my personal philosophy, where it will redirect the viewer to open up a new tab there for my personal education philosophy, and that was more of a document style. So we'll get out of that and get us back to the web page. Okay, and then from there, if you hover over again, you'll get to my philosophy infographic. So again, it's that leadership and educational philosophy infographic, again emphasizing on my coaching and educational philosophy. So I really like this particular kind of clean flyer look. I would take this and, even print it out if I needed to, post it within my office, post it within the student success building. That way, both students and fellow faculty members, staff members can see this and, see that, oh, Steph is presenting her philosophy in this manner, and this is how she is going to ensure that their student success is active, proactive, and thriving within the institution of her choice. Okay, and from there, we'll bring you to my educational research tab. And again, another thought-provoking quote: "He who fails to plan is planning to fail." Winston Churchill. I mean, say less. Incredible individual, incredible leader. Well, here, a lot of my pictures are active. And from the pictures, it shows my experimental learning beliefs, and that I believe, the best way for the individual to grow, the individual to learn, is that hands-on experience, is that truly diving in and submerging themselves within a culture or within an education. And then, of course, if you click there, again, it will redirect the viewer to my research paper, and it's cultivating equity, implementing diversity and inclusion strategies in higher education. So giving the viewer the opportunity to indulge there. Get us back to the page. Okay. And lastly here, it will redirect you. And lastly here, we'll redirect you to my proposal. So that problem solving page where I want to take the viewer and I want to take the potential employer and show them, this is where I have my active philosophy and why it's important to me, where I see the fit or the quote unquote the problem and where we need to solve it. So it will be able to, again, redirect in a document proposal for promoting gender and sexual diversity in higher education athletics. So again, where I presented my background and where it stems in athletics, well, now we take it one step further through that diversity and inclusion, one step further through promoting transgender, gender, and sexual diversity and inclusion within athletics. There has been more and more of a talk circulating and cultivating about, the problems that have risen from transgender or transitioning athletes, players, from male to female, female to male, what have you, and the different dialogue behind that. So where I want to provide that safe space to provide the thought-provoking corners, if you would, the thought-provoking opportunity for the individual to read my screen, read my site, and say, this is where the thoughts are, and this is where the ideas are moving forward in that proposal. So again, thank you. I appreciate your time for allowing me to showcase myself and to close this chapter in my personal life on finishing my second master's, and I'm so privileged and blessed to have joined you all along the way. Thank you.